Well, now to another story CBC News broke, one that has the new RCMP commissioner promising significant change. Last month, a female Mountie broke her silence on the National about systemic sexual harassment within the force. Tonight, the Fifth Estate's Gillian Findlay takes the story further with details of multiple sexual assaults told publicly by the women for the first time, and new revelations about how the RCMP dealt with the complaints.
Their stories are explosive and still so very raw.
I woke up and Rob was all over me. He had his hands in my clothes, under my clothes.
4 female RCMP officers working undercover, similar allegations of being assaulted by the same male colleague.
I was in the scenario. I didn't want to blow the operation. I didn't want to turn around and slap him in the face or turn around and say, "Get your hands off me." I just basically froze.
The women kept the allegations secret for years. When they finally did come forward, they say they were shunned by RCMP colleagues and badly served by the force's internal disciplinary process. The male officer was never charged criminally, but admitted to lesser violations and cut a deal. He got a reprimand and forfeited 1 day's time off.
When I walked out of that courtroom, I don't think anything more would have surprised me. It was dealt with, and it was a done deal, and nothing was going to change.
When the women launched a lawsuit, the RCMP ordered an internal review of how their cases had been handled. That has never been made public until now. Ian Atkins is the retired RCMP superintendent who conducted the review.
If I was conducting a hearing and I believed that the officer was dishonest,
and he just admitted to being dishonest,
I would seriously consider dismissal.
You think that's what should have happened?
In this case, probably yes.
Instead, a year later, Robert Blundell was promoted. In his first television interview, new RCMP Commissioner Bob Polson didn't want to debate the decision.
I like to think that the Blundell case has been resolved.
But he did promise under his watch, discipline and accountability would be key.
I'm committed to that, and we today agreed, the commanding officers, and I've given instructions to them to go forward and make that live. So that's going to be happening.
Today, the new commissioner made a pledge to get more women into the RCMP. Those who've had first-hand experience with how the force deals with issues like harassment say if the boss is serious, he's got a lot to change first. Peter?
All right, Gillian, thanks very much. The women in Gillian's piece will tell their full stories on the Fifth Estate. Behind the Line airs tomorrow at 9 p.m. on CBC Television, 9:30 in Newfoundland.